Nation Fit in 10, it is day 15, and I'm going to get right into your feedback here, but before I do, I want to answer a question or a concern that was put out. It's always put out, and there's actually always a lot of concerns. I really should make a list and just address these, and I'll probably have to revisit this in the future, but when it comes to your weight, don't worry about your weight in the very short term. The very short term would be like, 3 weeks. It's not a long time. I know what your expectation is. You start to drop fat, you should see your body weight come down, but it doesn't work like that. Most diets are a little more extreme. And as a result, I would say actually virtually all diets are extreme. And as a result, because of their extremity, which is usually a reduction in things like, overall it's calories. So if you look at a lot of these diets, the reason why they tend to work in terms of lowering your body weight is because they are just more extreme. They are calorie reduced. So what ends up happening is you lose a lot of water. It's just as simple as that. Okay, maybe the one exception might be a ketogenic diet where the diet is still relatively high in calories. But because you're not having any carbohydrates, you drop a lot of water. And that's sort of a separate thing from just lower calories in general and dropping water. But we don't care about dropping water. In fact, we want water to be there because that's going to help us down the road. It's going to help us now and down the road to lose more weight. We're not looking for a mirage here in weight loss. We're looking for fat loss. And ultimately, when people want fat loss, without knowing this, I'll tell you this right now, when they want weight loss, they're actually talking about fat loss. The majority of people, when they lose weight, they want a toned physique. They want a shapely physique. They don't want a drawn, soft physique. I can't possibly imagine that. But the association between weight loss and this idea of having that physique is often almost always associated with the weight has to come down, right? But it's not the case, all right? So just patience is the key here. A lot of you will come into your scan saying, I don't think I made any progress. Of course, we're gonna do your scan and you're gonna see that you made tremendous progress, all right? So it's very, very easy to lose 5 pounds of fat, hold an extra 3 or 4 pounds of water, and then, somewhere in there's some muscle tissue as well. And so you step on the scale and maybe you're down a pound. It's really hard to say. Maybe it's the time of the month, so your weight's higher. But when you go through everything, when you go through your scan, you see that your fat is actually way lower. Okay, so short term, you cannot measure weight loss short term. Okay, it's got to be a long term thing. You cannot measure fat loss short term. Okay, let me be very clear on that. All right, it's very easy to drop weight short term. It's very easy. I've made, in 24 hours, I've cut 20 pounds of water, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Actually, it was less than 24 hours. I've cut 20 pounds of water. Did my physique change? Did my body fat change? Did anything change? No, I just dropped water, okay? In terms of what I'm made of, all my tissue is still the same, okay? The little bit of fat that I had is still the same at that point, okay? So it's very easy to drop water. Water, we don't care about water. Water can go up and down. We can manipulate water however we want. All right, I think I said enough on that. Okay, so somebody wrote yesterday and they said something about 30 different vegetables a week in order to get proper nutrients. Obviously, if you get more variety, you're gonna get a greater spectrum of nutrients. But as I said yesterday, I don't think that's really necessary. The one thing we don't want to do, typically speaking, is to repeat food over and over and over again. I'm super guilty of this, and I have developed allergies because of it. So yes, you want to have some variety, but I think probably 30 different vegetables per week is a bit excessive. Hey, if you want to try to do it, all the power to you, but I wouldn't say it's necessary by any means. Name something specific you need help with. I am considering upping my vitamin regimen, including creatine. Thoughts? Okay, I don't know if you know this or not, but creatine is actually not we wouldn't consider that a vitamin. We obviously consider that a supplement. Creatine is basically just, it's basically three amino acids that are put together. So creatine is actually just a protein. but it's a specific protein that has a specific function in the body. And I think creatine's awesome. In fact, creatine for me specifically, well, I shouldn't say me specifically, but I will just tell you anecdotally with me specifically, has helped my recovery tremendously. And you don't need a lot of it. On a training day, I use a fair amount. I use about 10 grams on a training day, 5 grams on a day off. It is very, very helpful. And, but this is actually another great case of water. What you'll find though, especially if you load with creatine, is you're going to, if you get enough creatine stored in the muscle, which is basically what you want, you're going to see an increase in your body weight. But it's water in the muscle, so it's actually going to show as the muscle, your muscle mass going up. So you'll see your weight go up, but you'll look leaner. Okay, I'm going to say that again. If you take something like creatine, you're going to see your weight go up, and you're going to look leaner. Not fatter, leaner, because it's water in the muscle, not water, between the skin and the muscle. Okay, so just be aware that if you choose to use creatine. Also, you'll notice your strength goes up. You're just going to notice that you have a little more stamina and strength. Is there anything you would like me to cover in this week's video series? L-carnitine, currently taking a detox pro supplement, and L-carnitine. What do you suggest? Okay, this is opening up a can of worms here. So I'm gonna wait till till tomorrow, because I'm almost at 7 minutes, and I've been doing a great job at keeping these videos shorter, right? All right, so let's get to the message of the day. And the message of the day for day 15 is, it's not one of my favorites, but it's something I cannot stress enough. I cannot stress this enough. Consistency, consistency, consistency. I know it sounds boring. I know it sounds trite. I know it might go one ear and out the other. This is something that that you really have to take seriously. This is obviously consistency of the right things. That's the name of the game. Reasonable and consistent. Not diet for a short period of time and then go off the diet. Unless you're just doing this for a specific date, and then you don't care about what you look like afterwards. But if you want to, keep your body fat levels lower, if you care about your health, if you care about the way you feel, you need a plan, you need a system that you can just keep going with. All right? There's no such thing as a diet that gets you to where you want to be, and then you stop it and it keeps you where you want to be. You are just a reflection of what you're doing. You are just a reflection of what you're doing. Okay? So I'm going to say it one more time. Consistency, consistency, consistency. All right? With the right things, of course. All right, positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, and for the love of God, give some gratitude, and I'll talk to you all very soon. See you guys.